From WNIJ studios on the campus of Northern Illinois University, this is Sessions from Studio A. Dime Store Horses is the new album from Rockford-based folk duo The Lone Canary. It's out on streaming platforms everywhere, and this hour we'll hear songs from the album recorded live, and we'll talk with Jesse Fox and Heather Camacho of The Lone Canary a little bit about the band and about the meaning behind Dime Store Horses.
I was talking to a friend of ours. He was kind of explaining he was in a season of life where he just felt like he was pushing along and not feeling like he was getting anywhere. And he kind of made the reference of feeling like he was just on a dime store horse. It just hit right, and I was like, that feels about right.
The Lone Canary returned to our show this hour. It's Sessions from Studio A. This is Sessions from Studio A. I'm Spencer Tritt, excited to welcome back folk duo The Lone Canary to Studio A for the release of their third full-length album, Dime Store Horses. The record follows their 2020 release, Leave the Gray, and was written during a time when the duo was feeling a little stagnant, feeling stuck like dime store horses. We'll talk with The Lone Canary about the album, about working through those hard times, and about the making of Dime Store Horses. First, let's get right into Studio A for the music. This is The Lone Canary, performing the title track from their new record, Dime Store Horses. You're listening to Sessions from Studio A.
Hope singing still in the air tonight. A phantom masked by the smoke of a flame gasping for a final breath, marked by a fast fading glow. Been tossing coins into a dry up well, the dreams that swallow me whole. The wish is coiled, twisted and bent through the years, and I got no change left to throw. Sometimes I feel like we're dime store horses, running hard with dreams in our heads, of open fields where the wind tastes like freedom. We're going nowhere fast. Rust gnaws its teeth into these tired springs as they groan and scream for refrain. For the first time I'm feeling the slightest shift. These bolts are starting to shake. Sometimes I feel like we're dime store horses, running hard with dreams in our heads, of open fields where the wind tastes like freedom. We're going nowhere fast. Sometimes I feel like we're charging forward. Look around, it's like we never left. But if there's freedom in these fields ahead, I'll keep pushing past until I break these tracks.
This is Sessions from Studio A, and you just heard The Lone Canary back again, joining us in Studio A. Heather and Jesse, thanks so much for coming back out to the studio again.
Thank you.
Spencer.
This is your third time actually with us. We were just saying the first time was all the way back in 2016 at the very start of the show.
That's right.
And then you guys were here, I think, like right before the pandemic.
Yes.
So it's been a little while since we last saw you.
Yeah.
For people who didn't hear those other sessions, real quick, let's just get a little of your background. So you're a duo from Rockford.
Yep.
Tell us how you met and formed the Lone Canary.
We go back quite a ways. Our families knew each other growing up, and my dad was his guitar teacher when he was a youngin' with long hair, traipsing from his house to mine with his guitar on his back.
Growing it back out now because I'm going through a midlife crisis. But no, we've grown up together. We've been playing music for over 25 years plus in some facet or another in church bands and other things. But the band we are in now, the Lone Canary, we're about 11 years going.
2014 we started officially.
Yep.
I want to get right into talking about this new album. You guys just put out a new record, Dime Store Horses, in September. It's your third album. Tell us a little bit about the title, Dime Store Horses. Where did you get this title from?
Yeah, so I was talking to a friend of ours, and he was kind of explaining he was in a season of life where he just felt like he was kind of pushing along and not feeling like he was getting anywhere. And he kind of made the reference of feeling like he was just on a dime store horse. And so that kind of like hit me because we were kind of in the momentum of trying to get an album going, get music written, all this other stuff like that. And we hadn't put out an album in about 5 years. Or at the time, like 4, but it's been 5 total since we put out new music. And then it hit right. And I was like, that feels about right. Like this, it feels like we've been pushing so hard to get somewhere musically, and it just kind of, it feels like we're going nowhere.
It just, actually standing still. Yeah.
Yeah. You just like, you look back at 5 years and you're like, we're about in the same spot. And it's kind of one of those like frustrating, like, but it's kind of eye-opening, moments in your spot in a.
Yeah. I mean, we had a little help from the pandemic for that. That didn't.
Yeah, that didn't help anything.
Yeah, that didn't really move us along.
We should have
much.
rescheduled that. It's not great.
Yeah. Well, how do you kind of deal with that then, and like overcome that feeling of like, we're if you're feeling like stagnant, how do you kind of get through that as artists? I guess putting out a new album is a good way.
Yeah, that helps. It's amazing how one good show can make you feel better.
Just gaslights you until to keep going.
So we'll be having a rough few months or struggling to feel good about what we're doing, and then we'll have like this really nice show. People are listening and participating, and and that just brings you right back up, But besides that, I mean, writing itself helps. It helps get the feels out, and I mean, it's not always fun to talk about, even with each other, like how are we actually feeling about where we are with the band. And so writing and working on those songs together it's therapeutic, kind of sorting those out and working through all that stuff.
Yeah, that's something that I think every artist feels at some point, but they don't always talk about a lot.
We do have good support systems. Our families are very supportive. We have a good group of friends and a good little group of fans in town. They're pretty good about showing up, and they try to bring people, and that always helps as well.
Tell us a little bit about recording the album. You said you did this one all on your own. Tell us about that process and how that was for you.
We had some help.
Yeah. We started this project probably about 2 years before it came out.
A year and a half ago.
Yeah. And we kind of had 5 of those songs pre-recorded and kind of halfway mixed and got going. And we weren't sure if we were going to put that out just as a EP or how it was looking. And then we were looking back, and we were already tweaking some of the songs and changing kind of the direction of some of them. And it kind of took a weird change. We're like, I think we need to re-record all these.
Just start over.
They're not feeling where they should land. And so at that point, we'd already put some money into recording through other routes and paying for mixing and things like that. And so it's kind of like that rethinking and defeating point of like, oh, shoot, we're starting over again, But I think it was for the benefit of the album as a whole. We kind of took the approach of kind of self-producing this one. We had our friend John Martinet come in to help us co-produce a little bit.
Show us the ropes.
Show us how to get going in the studio. And then he kind of was like, I think you guys have a good grasp on what you're doing. You just need to just do it. Because I think...
Yeah, trust your gut with the songs.
And he was just, I think he took that moment to be like, there's too many cooks in the kitchen of things. You have a clear vision of where you're going. Just trust that vision. And he kind of kicked us out into the water and just go for it. And so I think that was a nice little hit to say like, okay, we can trust ourselves. So this isn't the end of the world if it goes bad, but if it's, I think we can know at least the ideas we're trying to get it completed.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
So yeah, that was kind of the push to do it. And then we spent the next year re-recording a bunch of stuff, writing, finishing songs.
Yeah, still writing. We officially started re-recording in January of this year.
All in my studio, basically.
At his office, yeah.
City Stage Studios.
A lot of late nights, weekends, all those things.
You look at me and I can see that I've let you down. A tongue of poison shooting daggers leaves your heart on the ground. My good intentions never make their way to you. I'm laying on a silent bed next to you. Can we go on without the will to change? Can we go on when we can't face this pain? You're sitting there without a care while I hide my tears, falling slow and steady to a place I've always feared. Your apathy lurks in the hollow words unsaid, paralyzing passions masked with regret. Can we go on without the will to change? Can we go on when we can't face this pain? Let's carry on, my love. Can we go on without the will to change? Can we go on when we can't face this pain? Can we go on and find the will to change? Can we go on and face this pain? Let's carry on. Let's carry on.
The Lone Canary, recorded live in WNIJ's Studio A. This is Sessions from Studio A, and if you like what you're hearing, you can find The Lone Canary's new album, Dime Store Horses, out on all streaming platforms now. They're also playing live on December 20th over at Pig Mines in Machesney Park. Catch them live over there. You can find more info from the band on their website, thelonecanary.com. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with more music and more from our talk with the band here on Sessions from Studio A.
By my grave, trying to keep me alive.
This is Sessions from Studio A, where we are hearing Rockford folk duo The Lone Canary back on our show to promote their third album, Dime Store Horses. The album is out, now streaming everywhere. You can also buy a copy of the album over on the Lone Canary's Bandcamp page, thelonecanary.bandcamp.com, and visit WNIJ.org to find behind-the-scenes video from this performance in Studio A. Let's get right back into it. This is The Lone Canary, recorded live in WNIJ's Studio A.
Hard times are coming, friend, like a chill in the wind, to steal your breath and bite your skin, and numbs your senses till your will finds its end. Hard times are coming again. Hard times are coming, friend, like a bird in the sky, circling its prey with a glint in its eye. Its talons sink deep and pick your bones dry. Hard times are coming again. Each other from the storm coming through, clear out the rubble left behind, and I'll walk with you through the ruins, see what there's left of us to find. Hard times are coming, friend, like a thief in the night, hides in the shadows, waiting for his time to take you off guard, threaten your life. Hard times are coming again. Hard times are coming. Through the trees, there's a glow in the wind, an ember on the breeze, catching my eye like a flint in the night, throwing sparks on the dark darkest parts of me. A beautiful disaster with a flicker in her eyes. She'll burn you then take flight. Oh, she's alive and untamed. A wildfire, wildfire. Contained. The light begins to fade. She starts to wither away. So let her be free. Let her burn, let her shine. Let the ember spread and dance into the sky. A beautiful disaster with a flicker in her eyes. She'll burn you then take flight. Oh, she's alive and untamed. Wildfire, wildfire. Burn me again, just one final sin, till I turn into ash and grow cold. I can feel your heat as you turn and retreat, to set flame to another soul.
What if I'm the first one to go? Well, I know I'm gone. Will I slowly grow cold? Will I miss the best days of your life? Will you lie by my grave, trying to keep me alive?
What if I'm the first one to go? Will you pine over me each year as you grow old? Will my memory keep you warm at night? Will you slip away as you try to hold on tight?
bless you and keep you, so only He can. May God bless you and keep you, so only He
The Lone Canary, recorded live on WNIJ's Sessions from Studio A. I'm Spencer Tritt. Thanks so much for joining us for the music this hour. You can find behind-the-scenes video from Lone Canary's performance on WNIJ.org and on our YouTube channel. Find Dime Store Horses, their new record, out now streaming everywhere and available for purchase and download on their Bandcamp page. Stay tuned. Still more music to come from the Lone Canary, and we'll hear more from my talk with band members. You're listening to Sessions from Studio A. Welcome back to Sessions from Studio A. Let's get right back into our session with the Lone Canary, folk duo based in Rockford, who just released their third full-length album, Dime Store Horses. I'll talk more with them in just a little bit, but first, let's get back to the music. You're hearing the Lone Canary recorded live on Sessions from Studio A.
We look to the past and lay blame on the sins of our fathers for the mistakes we continue to make with one another. If the past just repeats, we're made from molds of drunken drummers. So pour me another glass so we convince each other this is out of our hands. It's been way out of hand for so long. Cutting our teeth on the bones of the past, of heretical wrongs. We found the failures and the flaws, ignore the blame of it all. Why bother when we can blame it on our fathers? Blame it on the blood, 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 blood. Blame it on the blood, 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 blood. Run deep through the soil of their youth. The fruit might not fall too far, but these apples are bruised from the hits that we took as we crashed our way to ground. Breaking ties in the branches we've clung to for so long. Out of our hands, it's been way out of hand for so long. Cutting our teeth on the bones of the past, of heretical wrongs. We rise and we fall, ignore the blame of it all. Why we can blame it on our fathers. We blame it on the blood, blood, blood. Something about the panic, the burn for something fresh, it lingers in the middle, between this life and death. I grasp at fleeting moments as they vanish in the blue, drowning in these shallows, wishing you could pull me through. It's the urge to feel, grasping for something real. Take me to a time where hearts are on the line. I'll give you just a moment to find your footing in the sand, for the riptide pulls us under, down to where we'll meet our end. It's the urge to feel, grasping for something real. Take me to a time where hearts are on the line. It's the urge to feel, grasping for something real. Take me to a time where hearts are on the line.
Well, we talked a little bit about the title, Time Store Horses, and kind of you guys were feeling like you had reached this kind of stagnant point, though. But you guys have grown a lot as musicians and songwriters over the course of this decade together, 3 albums. How do you feel like you've grown as writers and musicians across these albums?
I think we've built some confidence with each other, and like we trust each other, like what I was saying, just to even bring a song to the other person, and we're writing. And the first album that came out, which was 10 years ago now, that was my first experience with writing songs, and it was very scary to even want to show him what I was working on. So that's been a huge step for me personally, just feeling comfortable with what I'm working on, and working through and trying to put that into song, and being able to bring it to work, when we're working together. And then I think we're getting more comfortable even just trying to play them out before they're done. We'll kind of mess with them. We'll play them at a show, kind of feel them out. So I think our writing and our presence when we're playing with each other, we've gotten more comfortable. And I think it comes across. It's conveyed to the people listening and watching, that we've been doing this a little while now. We're comfortable with each other.
Yeah, and the harmonies are sounding so tight, so good. Love it. What are some future plans for you guys as we get into this winter here and into the new year? What's ahead for the Lone Canary?
Yeah, I think. We'll see if our EP's out by then. But that hopefully will be releasing soon, if not in a month or so. But I think right now we're looking forward and trying to plan out a little bit more of our year for touring. The Midwest is always nice. We can find little spots here and there, but I think very often our music kind of does really well in different areas of the U.S. that we're trying to kind of land our major audiences. And so right now we've been going down out to the East Coast and back the last 2 years, testing the waters in certain areas, which has gone really well. So I think we're going to do a tour out there this spring for just a quick week. And then I think later in the summer and in fall, we're looking to do a larger tour out to a different area that we've never been to. But we're told often that we would do well out there, which is kind of more the northwestern, Dakotas, Montana,
Wyoming.
northern Colorado,
Cool.
Wyoming.
Colorado.
So right now, that's kind of in the books, and we're trying to see what festivals are around. We're never good at getting into festivals. We never think about it until it's too late. So we're trying to do that now and see. So if you know anyone who wants us,
But yeah,
contact us.
definitely the EP. Be watching for that. For that to drop, hopefully end of year, beginning of 2026 for sure.
Yeah. And I think the other next thing is we're going to try to be releasing some random singles at points, so that way it's not a 5-year gap.
Just try to keep writing,
Yeah. So keep writing, keep putting out music.
Fantastic. And where's the best place people can follow you and find more music?
You can find us at thelonecanary.com. We are on as far as I know, all sources of online music media. So if you listen to anywhere from Apple to Amazon and Spotify, and you can usually look up The Lone Canary and you should be able to find something of ours. And if not, listen to something better, I guess.
Listen to this station.
Yeah.
Listen to this station and you'll find us here.
That's right. The Lone Canary, thanks so much again for coming out to Studio A and playing for us today.
Thank you.
Sure. Thanks, Spencer.
The pains of this world, like the moon pulls the tides, will carelessly toss you, leave you tattered and tried, will hit you like thunder, knock the breath from your lungs, leaving you gasping for air while choking down blood. This weight that you carry will crush you times. These troubles will bury you, hide your soul from the light. Some stones can't be moved, no matter how hard you try. Don't pay it no mind, just give it some time. she'll carry will crush you tight. These troubles will bury you. Hide your soul from the light. No, some stones can't be moved, no matter how hard you try. Don't pay it no mind, love. Just give it some time. No, don't pay no mind, love. Just give it some time.
1, 2, 3. You said go on home, let the evening pass. Hanging up and gonna fix you at the bottom of that glass. It's been 13 years since you left this town. 13 years since that white dress slid down. And I never did expect for you to leave with that black dress on. There's nothing left behind for us to grieve, singing funeral songs.
We let the weeds run wild and let the grass grow high. Complain about the home that we cast aside. The shutters cracked and the paint didn't heal. Ain't it funny how love can stop feeling real? And through all the time, the anger would subside. And in its place, sending me a home beneath the pine and fill that space.
Said I've a feeling gone for more than just a day.
It's been 13 years I've been running away.
Walk down the drive without a second glance. 13 years in the palm of my hand.
The Lone Canary, closing out their live recording with us in Studio A and our show for this week. Thank you so much to Jesse and Heather of The Lone Canary for performing with us, and thanks to you for listening in to Sessions from Studio A this hour. Find more from The Lone Canary on all streaming services. Buy a copy of their new album Dime Store Horses over on their Bandcamp page. And you can find more from them on their website, thelonecanary.com, and Facebook and Instagram. They're playing live on December 20th over at Pig Mines Brewing in Machesney Park. You can catch them over there. And you can find behind-the-scenes video from this session over on WNIJ.org, along with past shows. Sessions from Studio A is produced at WNIJ Studios on the campus of Northern Illinois University. Producers are yours truly, Spencer Tritt, along with Mike Lundgren. Production interns are Megan Ralt and Oliver Wolf. Thanks so much for joining us this week. I'll see you next time on another edition of Sessions from Studio A.
Drowning in these shallows, wishing